Well, as we close out the first hour, another burning question around here has been who will face Sergeant Slaughter and the Patriot next for the Legends TV tag titles. We're about to find out if it's Superstar Graham and Jesse Ventura or Dr. Death and Dr. D, the Doctor.
This next Legends Division match, one fall with a 20-minute time limit, will determine the number one contendership for the RWL Legends TV Tag Championships. Coming down the aisle, at a combined weight of 554 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Jesse Ventura, and from Paradise Valley, Arizona, Superstar Billy Graham.
We've got a pretty wide range of qualifying teams in the Legends Division, and more than a few have been tag team champions before. Like both these two teams. Schultz and Williams had that heated rivalry with Law and Disorder, and Graham and Ventura were tag champs so damn long ago, some people have clean forgotten.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 565 pounds, from Memphis, Tennessee, Dr. D. David Schultz, and from Edmond, Oklahoma, Dr. Death Steve Williams, the Doctors.
Schultz and Williams, the former Legends TV Tag Champions, prior to the advent of the two kings, Jerry Lawler and Harley Race, who relieved them of the titles, only for them to be relieved by Sergeant Slaughter and the Patriot. And Schultz and Williams would love to get back on top of the scene, but then so would Graham and Ventura.
Guess that's why the Grand Wizard has incentivized the Superstar and Jesse the Body with a little something extra in their pay envelopes, if they can just get to the number one contendership here.
Hey, money talks. Well, all right, both teams are ready. It'll be Jesse Ventura and Dr. Death Steve Williams starting off this tag team match. As referee Charles Lucera sounds the bell, they come center ring. Jesse Ventura stopped cold with a shot to the midsection by Steve Williams. Dr. Death has Ventura all the way up for a very, very long stalling vertical suplex. Look at the power on Dr. Death Steve Williams. Jesse Ventura comes crashing down after the blood has been flowing to his brain. A driving knee into the head of Jesse Ventura from Dr. Death Steve Williams. Williams rounds Ventura back up. Ventura countering with elbows to Dr. Death. Misses with the clothesline. Connects with a couple of shots, but Steve Williams quickly putting on the brakes here. Another knee into the midsection of Ventura. Up into a front cradle. Slammed into the turnbuckle and hurled out towards center ring almost effortlessly. Steve Williams, whoa, catches a slam from Jesse Ventura with a bit of a flourish. Misses with the stomp. Williams taken down again. Jesse Ventura perhaps playing games with Dr. Death Steve Williams, and he may be doing that to his own detriment. Elbows to the midsection from Dr. Death. A chop across the chest. Ventura counters with a knee. A little snapmare and a driving knee into the head of Steve Williams. Jesse Ventura beating it over to his corner and turning it over to Superstar Billy Graham, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling, looking on. And he is extremely hopeful that his team will be facing Sergeant Slaughter and the Patriot for the Legends TV tag. Graham going to work on a down. Steve Williams drives a knee into the arm of Dr. Death. Graham with a couple of spiteful stomps to the face and a stomp to the midsection. Superstar going for the cover here. One. Not even a one. Steve Williams powers out, rolls to the outside. Graham all the way up on the top turnbuckle here. And here he comes, double axe handle right across the head of Steve Williams. Williams rounded up by Graham, a knee to the midsection from Dr. Death. Graham hurled towards the barricades. Dr. Death rounds him up, has him up over the shoulders, and slams him right down onto the floor. Steve Williams spins him around with a right. Superstar Graham catches a Russian leg sweep on the floor on the outside with the referee already counting. Steve Williams Look at this front grip. Oh, what a slam from Dr. Death. Steve Williams makes his way back inside the ring, turning his attention to Jesse the Body Ventura. Tags him with a right. Joins him outside on the apron and sends him crashing into the lip of it. Superstar Graham fails to connect with the running Bulldog. Steve Williams evading that one somehow, some way. Dr. Death making his way back inside the ring. Doing a little bit of showing off here. Perhaps mocking Superstar Graham. There's a knee to the midsection from Steve Williams. Superstar Graham is escorted to the opposing team's corner. And the doctors are in. Here comes Dr. D. David Schultz. And here comes a double team. Graham whipped to the ropes and a back body drop as Dr. D. David Schultz takes over for his team. Schultz steps to the outside. Goes after Jesse Ventura. He's got him up. Oh, Dr. D. David Schultz slammed into the lip of the apron. Superstar Graham still laid out on the outside. The referee urging these men to get back inside the ring, but to no avail so far. Superstar Graham makes his way back inside the ring, goes after Steve Williams and takes him down. Schultz back in the ring, misses with a kick. Graham tags him with the right. Schultz counters with an elbow and a clothesline. Takes Superstar Graham down. Schultz covers one. Not even a one. Superstar Billy Graham powering out of that one. A driving knee into the head of Superstar Graham. And Dr. D. David Schultz takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Here he comes. Elbow right across the back of Superstar Billy Graham. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg again. 1, 2. That is about as close to a Schultz really calling out Charles Lucero on the count. Graham rounded back up. A slap across the face and a hip toss from Superstar Billy Graham. Graham locks up Schultz. Schultz counters with elbows to the midsection. Oh, he tried a throat chop and Graham slapped him across the face hard. A gouge of the eyes from Superstar Graham. Here's a snapmare and a grind of the boot into the face of Dr. D. David Schultz. And here comes Jesse Ventura. Jesse the Body measures the distance, drives the knee into the head of Dr. D. David Schultz, and immediately goes for a cover. 1, 2. Yet another near fall. In this rather intense Legends Tag Team matchup, Schultz tags in Dr. Death Steve Williams. Williams locks it up with Ventura, has him up. Ventura counters it into a DDT. A stomp to the face of Dr. Death. A stomp to the back from Jesse Ventura. Setting up that elbow. Ooh, a nasty elbow drop across the chest of Dr. Death. As Jesse Ventura tags in Superstar Billy Graham. Graham makes his way towards center. There's a stomp to the midsection of Dr. Death. A stomp to the shoulder. Superstar Graham taking his time on figuring out where he's going to go next. Takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Steve Williams comes back in and still catches the double axe handle from Graham, who turns it back over to Jesse Ventura. And at the moment, it seems to be all about Graham and Ventura in control of this match. The Doctors losing control of things very quickly. Ventura showing off his power. There's a stomp to the back of Steve Williams. Turns his attention to Dr. D. David Schultz, tags him with a forearm. And what's he going to do here? Oh, hangs him up the middle rope and Schultz goes down. Steve Williams stunned on the outside. Schultz laid out on the outside, and whoa, a headbutt to Ventura from Dr. Death, who splashes Jesse Ventura on the outside. Once again, the referee counting one more time. Look at this. Whoa, what a suplex. And Dr. Death rounds him up again for a second. And look at this, he's going to go for the trifecta. Whoa! Jesse Ventura slammed around the outside. Oh, head first into the ring post as Dr. D. David Schultz takes over. But Ventura counters with an elbow. Dr. Death takes down Superstar Graham, and there's a power slam from Schultz to Ventura. Ventura rolled back inside the ring. Dr. Death back inside the ring. Jesse Ventura has him up. Tried for a submission, but no dice. Schultz finds his way out and delivers a rib breaker to Jesse Ventura and tags in Dr. D. David Schultz. The Doctors trying to battle their way back into this one. There's a clothesline to Ventura. Knuckles to the side of the temple of Jesse the Body from Dr. D. Schultz winds up the arm, winds up the other one, and throws the switch. A painful maneuver impacting the arm. Oh, a stomp to the arm from Schultz. An elbow across the chest to Jesse Ventura, laid out center ring, looking like he's having some problems here. Schultz and Williams begin to try and pull away here. Ventura laid out center ring. Williams with a kick to the back and going for a quick cover. 1, 2, but not quite. Steve Williams catches a kick to the head from Ventura. Both men miss their chops. A wind up to the arm goes behind Ventura. Whoa, what a clothesline. Spun Steve Williams around as he rolls to the outside, and here comes Superstar Graham again. Superstar Graham moves in on Dr. Death, spins him around with a right, winds up the arm, and a clothesline takes Williams down again. Dr. Death up on the middle rope, turns himself around and drops an elbow right across the chest of Steve Williams. Jesse Ventura brought in again on the tag. The ref sees the tag. Ventura rounds up Steve Williams, and here's a set of wrist clutch kicks to the ribs, to the face, and going right back to work on the arms of his opponent. Jesse Ventura torquing the arms and driving both knees into the back of Steve Williams. Williams gathered back up again. Oh, this doesn't look good. There's another attempt at the submission, but Steve Williams says, no, you don't. Takes Ventura down center ring. Jesse the Body rounded up a hard right from Dr. Death. Tried for the suplex, but a shifting of the weight. Jesse Ventura finding his way out of trouble here. Here's Dr. D. David Schultz. A clothesline takes Ventura down. Followed up with a set of hard right hands to the head of Jesse the Body. Dr. D. David Schultz follows that one up with a couple of stomps. Ventura with a chop, a left, and a measured headbutt, taking Schultz down to the mat. Ventura turns him over, winds up the legs, and here's a possible painful move, a possible submission, but Schultz evades that as Ventura releases the hold and turns it over to Superstar Graham. Whoa, look at this, caught up into a bear hug spine buster from Graham. A quick cover, 1, 2, but again, no. Graham really letting Charles Lucera have it on that count. Schultz rounded up again by Graham. A set of shots takes Dr. D down to the mat, and here comes Jesse Ventura again. Ventura and Graham working very effectively. Whoa, what a shoulder from Dr. D. David Schultz. Schultz sets it up, running bulldog, slamming Ventura's face into the mat. Here's another cover. 1, 2, but again, no. Look at Schultz. He is losing it. The frustration really starting to set in here. They lock up again. Up over the shoulders goes Schultz. Drops head first into the turnbuckle by Ventura. A stomp to the midsection. Jesse the Body with a couple of kicks to the chest, just driving all of his weight into the chest of Dr. D. David Schultz, and a handstand pair of knees into the chest of Schultz. Jesse Ventura covers 1, 2, but again, another near fall. And both these teams really determined to win this #1 contendership to face Sergeant Slaughter and the Patriot. A snap mare and a driving knee from Ventura to the head of Schultz. Schultz gathered up again. Jesse the Body escorting him to his team's corner, head first into the turnbuckle goes Schultz. Schultz counters with an elbow but catches a cheap shot from Graham. Ventura goes behind on him, gets him right back into the corner again. And here comes Graham on the tag, and here comes a double team. Graham up on the middle ropes, double axe handle to the arm of Schultz. Graham whips Schultz to the ropes and a kitchen sink knee to the midsection. And just like that, Ventura brought back in again on the tag. Schultz gets a hold of him all of a sudden, scoop slams him center ring, rebounds off the ropes, and a beautiful elbow drop to the chest of Ventura. Schultz covers one, but not even a two, with Graham right there to disengage the pin. A jawbreaker from Ventura to Schultz, and an elbow takes Schultz down to the canvas again. Dr. D rounded up by Jesse Ventura, and being led back to the ring, into the corner one more time. And here comes Graham once more. Another double team, a kick to the ribs to Schultz. Graham rounds him up into a front cradle, escorts him to his own team's corner, slams him into the turnbuckle, and spins him out towards center ring. Steve Williams tags him with a shot. Graham decides to go back to work on Schultz instead. A right and a left and a hard shot to the midsection takes Schultz down. And again, Jesse Ventura brought in on the tag. A kick to the midsection. Ventura quickly countered by Dr. D. A back body drop puts Ventura center ring. Schultz gets caught with a right. Ventura has him up over the shoulders. This time it's going to take possible submission. But Schultz one more time, finding his way out of that hold. They collide towards the corner. A set of shots from Ventura, clubbing overhand right, takes Schultz down to the mat. Dr. D. David Schultz at a serious disadvantage at this point. Ventura catches elbows to the midsection from Schultz. A clothesline takes Ventura down to the mat. Dr. D. David Schultz bleeding from his injuries as Dr. Death Steve Williams comes in, and so does Superstar Graham. A knee to the midsection to Graham. A kick to the midsection to Williams. Williams countered again by the Superstar. Another knee to the midsection from Williams. These two just trading shots back and forth. Up over the shoulders goes Graham. Deposited head first into the turnbuckle, and down he sinks into the corner. Williams assists him out of the corner into a powerbomb, rolls out of it. Williams tags in Schultz. What a match this has been so far. A headbutt from Dr. D to Superstar Graham, and down he goes. An elbow across the chest. Graham rolls to the outside looking for safety. He's not going to find it on that side of the ring. Look at this military press slam to Dr. Death as Dr. D catches a running bulldog from Graham. This matchup has been something else. Here's a stomp to the face from Graham. Schultz laid out center ring, a driving knee into the arm of Dr. D. David Schultz. And this match is definitely getting away from the doctors. Graham whips Schultz to the rope. A nice high hip toss. A stomp to the back of the head. A grinding of both boots to the face. A Superstar takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Schultz laid out. Here we go. Elbow drop right across the chest. Graham covers. 1, 2. And that is going to do it. Graham and Ventura are going to the dance against Sergeant Slaughter and the Patriot, defeating the Doctors by pinfall.
Here's the time, 16 minutes and 28 seconds. And your winners, the team of Graham and Ventura.
Well, how about this? As Jim Cornette likes to say, guess who won the pony? Graham and Ventura going to the dance against Sergeant Slaughter and the Patriot, probably not too long from now.
Indeed, Graham and Ventura winning this long and protracted battle with Schultz and Williams. Graham getting the pinfall. That concludes the first hour of tonight's Rage. We'll be back with the second half right after the break.